Let f of x equal x to the x to the x. Find f prime of 1/2. Okay, so this problem is going to be a little long because we have to use implicit differentiation. So I get y equals x to the x to the x. I'm going to take a ln of both sides to get ln y equals, and then this is going to become x to the x ln x. Because when I take the ln of that whole thing, I can move that power down, right? And now I'm going to do implicit differentiation. So I get 1 over y dy dx is equal to the derivative of the first. So we have to calculate the derivative of x to the x. Well, I'm going to let y equal x to the x and then take a ln y is equal to x ln x. And then 1 over y dy dx is equal to derivative first times second plus the first times the derivative of the second. So therefore, the derivative of x to the x is equal to x to the x times ln x plus 1. So this becomes x to the x ln x plus x to the x times ln x plus the first times the derivative of the second, which is 1 over x. Okay? And now this is going to become dy dx is equal to x to the x to the x bracket x to the x ln x plus x to the x times ln x. Now, x to the x over x, let's think about what that's going to be. Well, they have the same base, so that's going to be equal to x to the x minus 1. So this is plus x to the x minus 1. And now we simply have to evaluate at x equals 1/2. So this is going to be 1/2 raised to the 1/2 raised to the 1/2. So this is going to be 1/2 raised to the 1/2 raised to the 1/2 times 1/2 raised to the 1/2 times ln of 1/2 plus 1/2 raised to the 1/2 times ln of 1/2 plus, and now this is going to be 1/2 raised to the negative 1/2, right? Because 1/2 minus 1 is going to be negative 1/2. So that's 1/2 raised to the negative 1/2, right? And now let's go ahead and try and evaluate this. So let's think about what 1/2 raised to the 1/2 means. Well, 1/2 raised to the 1/2 is simply going to be equal to the square root of 1/2, which is going to be equal to root 2 over 2 when I rationalize that denominator. So I could simplify this to 1/2 raised to the square root of root 2 over 2 times the square root of 2 over 2 ln of 1/2 plus the square root of 2 over 2 ln of 1/2 plus, now 1/2 raised to the negative 1/2 is going to be 1 over 1/2 raised to the 1/2. So that's going to actually be 2 over root 2. And when I rationalize that, that's going to give me root 2. Okay. Now, I am going to think about what 1/2 raised to the root 2 over 2 means. So that's going to simply be the square root of 1/2 to the root 2th power. So that's going to be hard to simplify, right? So I'm not going to try and simplify that. So this is probably what I would leave my final answer as right here. And yeah, that's the answer.